I remember there being some sort of pretty balcony. Here it is. Oh my gosh. Such a pretty... Oh, Eris! Are you alright?
Yeah, hi.
Hello? What happened?
Nothing. Yep. I'm good. Mhm.
Where did you come from? Are you okay?
I'm good. I'm good. I just,
Did you fall?
little bit.
What were you doing up there?
I just wanted a better view of the sunset.
Uh-huh. I mean, I suppose that makes sense. It's an absolutely beautiful place to watch the sunset. I'm sorry, I didn't mean to startle you.
It's fine. Given how it's isolated, question mark. This area is, I didn't expect anyone else to come out here.
That makes sense. Well, do you mind if I hang out here for a little bit?
Oh, yes, of course, I don't mind at all.
Thank you. It's been a long time since we've spoken.
It has, yes.
How have you been?
I've been alright. The games so far have been interesting, to say the least.
Yes, they have been.
Yes,
What placement did you come in the just last game?
I believe I got 4th place.
Oh, that's better than me. I was, I believe, 5th or 6th. I can't entirely remember.
Oh, that's not too bad.
No, I suppose it's not quite last, but it's all right.
Yes.
I'm not putting too much faith into my athletic abilities either way, so I'm not entirely upset.
Didn't you do well in the first game?
Yes, I did. My opponent was Varlet. I take the fact that Varlet is in a full suit of armor as sort of the reason that I won that, but
Well, I mean, I wouldn't doubt your abilities too much.
well, thank you. That's very sweet. But I do think that the armor was a fairly big reason. I mean, I can't imagine how difficult it would be to run in a full suit of armor, no matter how, accustomed to it you may be.
Yes, it was strange that they didn't take it off. Though out of all the times I've seen that one, I've only ever seen them wearing it, but I guess that's just how knights are.
Yes, I've seen her without her helmet, but that's about it. I remember you also doing quite well in that race.
Yes.
In that race.
Yes, that surprised me as well, considering my opponent's, I guess, abilities as well. I mean, from just looking at him, I would have expected him to, I guess, be faster than me.
That's reasonable. Lavuk is quite agile, though he is, he's a bigger and usually heavier target, so I'm sure that also helped, at least in your favor. You're a bit smaller than him. Of course, I don't mean that in any sort of rude way. So.
And I understand that. Just, Yes, I'm not complaining about winning against a prince, of course. Well, I mean, just winning in general, nothing to do with him being a prince.
Well, I've come to terms that there are a couple people here who are not the biggest fans of royalty, so I wouldn't necessarily put it past you or dismiss that at all. Alexander, in as one, has made his opinion quite clear. So,
Yes, I believe that is one of the first things I ever talked to him about when we met.
oh
He, as you said, made his opinions quite clear.
yes, he, I believe that he's starting to come around, but of course there will always be bad apples, especially in a royalty sense, and because of how public everything is with royalty, it is worse, I suppose.
Yes, otherwise. From our conversation, he didn't exactly have any nice run-ins. Could say that I didn't really either, which is a little ironic given that I am also technically a prince, but it's not really an official thing.
Oh, I wasn't aware of that.
Yes, it's I call it a technicality because I do live in a castle. There's no kingdom to run.
Mm.
Of course, there's the kingdom of Ulstead right next to us, but the Forbidden Mountain isn't exactly a kingdom.
Mm-hmm. I see. Well, I'm sorry to hear that it's also been a bit of a rocky time with the other royals here. I hope that as time goes on, people will be a little kinder to each other. I've noticed that there are quite a few clashes between people, so.
Yes, there is. I think especially with the games are not helping people's relationships, that's
No,
for sure.
I do not believe so.
You would think an event bringing people together would do exactly that, but
bring it together.
yes.
I had fencing earlier, a couple of the others, and because of the game, Alexander and Thalos, I don't know if you have ever met him, they were quite prickly. I don't know exactly what happened, but something happened during the games, and they were very cold towards one another. So, unfortunately, the games have unfortunately turned things a bit, have turned first impressions into being more competitive than normal, which is unfortunate.
Yeah. I can't exactly say that I'm not the same way. I mean, the prize is a wish after all, and who wouldn't want that?
Yes, I suppose that's true. Do you have something in mind you'd use the wish for?
Oh, well, doesn't everyone?
I suppose. So. I was just, curious. I didn't mean to poke or prod or anything.
Oh no, it's quite all right. I just am a bit of a believer in if you tell someone what you would like to wish for, then it won't come true.
I see.
Yes, so that's
Then,
that's more so just a me thing.
of course, then no worries. Um, but of course, I wish you all the luck in receiving the wish. I'm not entirely sure how everything will pan out, so I wish you best of luck.
I wish you luck as well, Your Highness.
Thank you. I suppose I should be calling you Your Highness too.
It's completely alright. I really just prefer Eris.
Mhm.
But I know other royals may have different opinions, so
Of
I've
course.
just been is cautious of it.
Of course. That makes sense. Well, I would say that we are friends now, so you may also simply refer to me as Annika.
Friends. That's good to know.
Mhm.
Then
I
I wish you luck as well, Annika.
Thank you. I've met quite a few people I'm lucky and glad to be able to call friends. I don't leave my castle very often, and so this has been a wonderful opportunity to get to know people, and especially after the swan incident, I hold you in quite a high regard. So thank you again for that.
Oh, of course. And you did say you wanted to keep it a secret, so I don't have a
Yes,
reason
please.
to not respect that.
Thank you. It's not exactly something I quite wear with pride. So I appreciate that, certainly.
Of course.
Well, I suppose I can let you get back to watching the sunset.
Yes, that's what I was doing.
Is it comfortable up there? Would you not rather perhaps... I mean, I suppose it would be incredibly dangerous, but you have wings, so I can imagine it would be much safer for you. Just sitting on a ledge or something like that?
Well, I can catch myself, yes, but, falling's still not fun.
Oh, no, incredibly not.
Yeah, I could, Yep, these are sturdy enough.
Oh? For...
I could just sit here.
Ah, I see. Well, I don't have to return to my room for a bit. Do you mind if I join you?
Oh, of course.
Good to know these are sturdy enough to hold weight.
Yes, it really should have tested this before scaling a wall.
How? Are you proficient at climbing? Because if not, that's incredibly impressive.
I guess a little bit. I like to sit in high places sometimes, so I just kind of, yeah.
I see.
Mm.
Oh, well, there's no problem with that. I've met quite a few people who have, I was going to say theatrics, but I don't know if that's incredibly the right word, who are a bit more comfortable in certain places. I don't know if you know Robert, but he stands on tables quite a bit.
Have I met that one?
I believe he introduced himself as Robert Hood II. If that rings a bell.
I mean, considering how dramatic some of the princes here are, I believe I'd remember another dramatic person. I might have seen him once. Don't believe we've met face to face, though.
I see. Well, he is incredibly eccentric and enjoys standing on tables to present information. Is that was his entire thing during the team meeting we had. Speaking of, it is a shame we're on opposite teams.
Yes, it is. I believe it would be nicer to have you as a team member rather than some of the others on my team.
Oh? Are there people you don't quite get along with?
You could say that, but there's also just some that aren't really fit for the events here.
Oh? What does that mean?
More so just I don't believe they should be participating is all. They don't seem to have the right skills for these games. I do not mean this towards you, of course, by the way.
No. I don't mind.
Few others that I've had the misfortune of talking to.
I see. Well, I'm sorry, it's a bit rocky between a few of your teammates.
It's quite alright. It's just not much we can do about it. Just have to deal with whoever we need to interact with and such.
Mm-hmm. We have been put in a situation of a bit of forced interaction and forced collaboration. So sometimes that can work in the opposite direction and lead to some more unfortunate and negative feelings.
Yes, it can.
But hopefully, by the end, we'll all find a reason to be friendly and cordial with one another. After everything, we'll all go home, and I hope some of us will stay in contact.
Of course, that would be nice, living here with a few people to stay in touch with.
Of course. In fact, if you're alright with it, I would love to write you letters. Davina is quite far away, so it would take a long time, but I'm going to try to be better at writing letters. I'm not incredibly social, and I wish to change that.
Well, I wouldn't mind at all.
Wonderful, thank you.
Of course.
That was a nice session.
Rosalina.
Oh, hello, Annika. How are you doing?
Good. I just got back from speaking with Eris. How are you?
Oh, Eris? Well, I'm doing all right. I was just finishing making suits for the ball with Arthur.
Really? That's incredibly impressive.
Thank you. He taught me some techniques about it, and we've been able to get our dresses so far halfway done. It was quite impressive.
Truly, you both work fast.
I suppose so when you're honed in into pretty much doing what you love.
I suppose that's true. You know, I would love to be able to do something again with the princesses, or at least a few of the girls. I think our picnic was a lot of fun.
Oh, well, I suppose that we can think of something to do. Let's see, what did you have in mind?
I didn't really have anything specific. I suppose with the ball coming up, that's a good excuse to do something. I'm not sure what.
I suppose so. Let me think. Oh, I have an idea.
Oh?
Maybe we can do. There's an activity that I used to love doing with my mother when I was a child. We could perhaps make flower crowns. We used to do that all the time with all the gardens that we had around our castle. So maybe that's something that you and I and some of the other girls can try out.
I would love to. I've never made a proper flower crown, so I would be delighted to.
Well, it's
I
actually pretty easy if you know the technique and all.
mhm. Yes, you'll probably have to guide me.
Think of it as just, braiding your hair.
That is a good way to think about it, certainly.
Hmm.
I think Sabrina, I think, would be a good person to come. I don't know if she has met too many people.
Hmm.
Felicity would also be
I
good.
haven't.
She's
Oh,
quite.
I can invite Felicity.
She's quite shy, so it might be
Yeah.
good to get her out. I have a friend
Mhm.
too, Valerie. I don't know if you have met her yet, but I haven't been able to spend much time with her, and I would love the opportunity to. So, if you don't mind, I would love to invite her too.
Well, of course. Everyone's invited.
Perfect. Thank you. I'll let you get back to it, but it was good to see you.
All right. I
We'll
will see you then, Annika.
yes, we'll discuss dates and times later.
Mhm.
Have a good night.
Have a good night.
I am so tired today. I hope tonight is quiet. Typically, Alexander is. I hope this isn't too hard for him. I'll be here to help if he needs it. I need something to cheer me up. I don't know what. I've just sat with my thoughts for too long. I think Ebony is right. It's long past time. Maybe he pulled back? I suppose I can't blame him after our last session. I'll start cleaning up.
Hey, Annika.
He's here.
What you up to?
Oh, Alexander, I didn't think you were going to make it tonight.
No. I'm sorry, Emily. I just got caught up with Robert is all. Sorry.
Oh? What were you doing up so late? It's nearly 1.
We were drinking. Is all. Just hanging out.
Did you come intoxicated?
No, I didn't go that much. It was just friends being friends is all. Just yeah, just thanking him for helping me out with just the side thing is all. Nothing much. I lost track of time. I'm sorry for that. I should know better. But no, I'm completely fine. I'm not drunk or anything. I didn't go hard. I knew we had this. Didn't want to show up like that. It would be kind of rude.
Well, would you still like to continue tonight?
Yes, yeah. If you're still willing, I'd like to. Yes.
All right. Suppose I'll wait to clean up then.
All right, let's do this.
You're doing very well. Why don't we take a break?
Thanks. Yeah, that sounds fine. Yeah.
Annika, say something.
How was your day?
Oh, it, pretty eventful, I guess. It was like,
Oh.
with Robert, like I said earlier. Nothing much. How about you? How was your was your day?
Good. A bit frustrating, but good.
He won't look at me. He keeps just looking around me.
Sorry again for being late. I didn't should have kept better track of time.
No, I understand.
Really,
Time flies when you're having fun, or something like that.
yeah, like
You said you had gone out drinking. Just
yeah.
The tavern just outside?
Yeah, that's where we were. We were just over there, just having a good time. Is all. Yeah. Look, it's still. I don't know. Maybe I should have gotten over by now. Just again, back at fencing. Sorry about that. And it's been.
He's really upset about this.
Just
Don't worry. Like I said, I didn't get hurt, so, I understand, old habits and reflexes.
Yeah, I shouldn't. I don't know. I shouldn't have done that. You were learning and habits.
Well, I
pain,
suppose that I could say the same to you. You had never done that either, so. At least it seemed like it. You talked as if you had never fenced, so.
No, I'm not much of a fencer. I don't really mess with swords or anything like that. More of a use my hands.
Yeah. It seemed a bit tense, I suppose, at least between you and Thalos. Did something happen?
Yeah, just some stuff from the game prior. Nothing to really dwell on. Just we just got into a bit of scuffle is all. So tensions are
Another altercation.
a little high.
Thalos seemed so timid when we met
really.
before.
How speaking of the games, how was your game? I didn't get to stay and see the rest. So how did yours go?
Utterly embarrassing.
Well, it was fine. I didn't place very high personally. but I suppose I shouldn't entirely be surprised. I was up against, at least, Penelope. Penelope was the one who won, and at least through my group. And I can't say I'm entirely surprised. I also got injured, so that's another reason why Marielle was so nervous about having me actually fence during fencing.
Right. I'm hearing that. What happened? If you don't mind me asking.
On the rock wall, I was pulled down by Ace and landed on my leg. So
That asshole.
Well, I choose to refrain from any sort of judgments. He seemed to be acting off before the games began, so I would like to give him some sort of grace, I suppose.
I don't know. He's not exactly been a very ideal person, so well, I know you know, you say off, I'm assuming you're fucking maybe his butler or whatever wasn't around, and so he threw a fit.
Well, he was giving orders to another one of the members racing. I believe he called them Goody? Something like that. Another Wonderlandian, I assume. But yes. I also, unfortunately, wasn't able to be there for yours. I was preoccupied with Lion before the event started. But how did you do?
You already said that, Annika.
It was alright. It just, like I said, just got into some scuffles and couple throwdowns, but it was okay. We lost in the end. So that was a little unfortunate. Had made a wager with Robert and his crew, which we lost. Kind of annoying, but still had a good time at the end of it, so I guess that's what counts, right?
Yes, I'm glad you were able to at least have some positive thing come from it.
Yeah. What about any other games? I didn't get to stick around, so if you saw them?
Yes, I was able to see most of the games after. I believe, I don't know too much personally. I believe there was a bit of foul play on the course, but I don't think anyone else had too badly of any injuries or anything like that, which of course I'm grateful for. Unfortunately, I spoke with Eris about this, actually. Because so many of us don't know each other, the games have kind of morphed first impressions into something competitive, and
yeah.
I don't know what word to use other than that, but soured
To be
them, I suppose.
I guess so. It's to be expected considering what reward is a wish. So,
Right.
What are you gonna do?
You said you had been gone for the rest of the event. I assume you don't know what's next, then?
No, I actually don't. What?
It was announced at the end of the game. The next sort of event isn't quite a game to be exact, but it is an event. We're having a ball.
Oh. Oh. Nope. Okay, can't say if I've never been to that, so I don't know.
Right.
You going?
Yes, I'm royalty, so I certainly will be attending.
Right, stupid question. Sorry.
No, not stupid. Will you be attending?
Yeah, I will be. So, can't say I got much to go in, so I'm sorry if I'm not looking my best.
No, I'm sure there are. I know at least a few people who are proficient with needlework, so of course you would be able to outsource or anything like that. But I do hope that it's enjoyable for what it is. I know, at least among the non-royals, an event like this could be boring or daunting. But
Yeah, I don't know. Not one for public spaces, but I'll check this one out. If anything, the food will be good. So there's that.
That is true. And there's, no shame in standing closer to the food bar than the dance floor. Could you imagine? So,
Yeah.
Alexander dancing.
I haven't ever been to one so mixed before. Most of the galas and parties I've gone to are entirely royalty. So I think an experience like this will be, I'm hoping it will be a positive one. And I am excited to be able to see friends and have a celebration. Because again, with everything going on lately, it feels a bit tense, I suppose. So I'm hoping with an event like this, we'll be able to lift some spirits or something like that.
Yeah. Could help. Like you said, it could just help ease tension.
Right.
Well, we'll see.
Me and some of the other girls are going to as cheesy as it sounds, some of the other girls and I are going to make flower crowns for the ball. Rosalina invited me and a few of the others. I believe she mentioned me, obviously, and Sabrina, Felicity. Oh, speaking of, actually, I recall when the two of us first met, you had mentioned that altercation you got into with Lavuk.
Right. Yeah, that.
And you had mentioned saying some unkindly things to his sibling.
Yes.
If I may, what did Felicity do to grant such a response? She's one of the kindest people I've met.
Shit. she didn't do anything. I was just being an asshole. That there's no going around it. I mean, you already know when that was just the anger I held towards them and their entire kingdom just slipped out. There was no reason for it. All she did was just try to say hello, and I told her off. It was there was no reason for it. I was like I said, I was just being an asshole.
Would you ever consider apologizing?
To Felicity?
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I wouldn't mind, but now she probably deserves it. But I don't think she'd want to listen to me.
What if I went with you? Felicity and I have known each other for quite some time, and I'd like to think we're fairly comfortable with each other.
Are you sure? I don't want to wrap you into that or make things weird.
No, not at all. You recognize that you did something to someone not quite deserving, and if you want to be able to make that right, I would love to help.
Sure then. Yeah. If you wouldn't mind being there to assist, I would like to apologize then. Yes.
Wonderful. We could go tomorrow morning, if you'd like.
Sure. Yeah. That sounds like a plan. Yeah. I'm fine with that.
Wonderful. Alexander?
Yeah.
At our last session, you were kind enough to entrust me with knowledge about yourself and your past, and I am greatly appreciative of it. And I take a deep breath. You can do this. Want to, I suppose, entrust the same with you, if you'd be willing.
You don't have to do all that. I was just rambling a little too much that night.
Rambling, maybe, but it meant a lot to me.
No, like I said, down at the docks, I'm very grateful that you've felt comfortable enough to be able to ramble. I suppose it's not always easy to get to that place, and I'm very grateful that you could around me.
He trusted you. You can trust him.
I inherited something from my mother. Obviously, her story is that of the Swan Princess. Again, obviously. But she was turned into a swan by an evil warlock asking for her hand in marriage. She declined, and he turned her into a swan. A swan by day, woman by night. And though not the same, I inherited that from her in simplest terms. When my heart rate gets to a certain point, I turn into a swan. Why don't we continue? You're getting very good at handwriting, so I thought maybe we should do some maybe longer words.
Shit, Annika, I'm sorry. I didn't mean to chuckle.
He laughed. No.
Oh, I shouldn't have said anything. This was a bad idea.
I understand.
No. No. Yeah. You were willing to share that. I shouldn't have laughed. I shouldn't. Fuck. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to offend you. I didn't mean to.
Again, don't be.
Of course. Why did I expect anything different?
I suppose I should be. Used to that sort of thing.
I'm such an asshole sometimes. Given if I mean, I don't know. It's a bit hard for me to understand, so just bear with me here. You seem to be ashamed of it. Why?
Because it only comes out when I am overwhelmed, or stressed, or too sad, or too happy, too angry. I've learned to tamper it. It's already come out once. This adventure. Ren knows she.
Knows.
I believe you are the third person to find out.
Well,
it's a sign that I'm not able to control my emotions, control what I'm thinking, control myself.
Well,
and
for one, just goes to show, Ren is a headache, and we're not all immune to her annoyances. But, secondly, whilst, it does seem that you turn into this swan by, rush of emotions, good or bad. I mean, there's no reason to really be ashamed of it, though. Is it annoying and inconvenient at times? I guess, but I mean, it's a part of you, so there's no reason to be ashamed of it. Otherwise, you're just gonna be bottled up all the time, I guess.
That is typically easier, to be completely honest with you.
What?
Bottling it up is typically easier than explaining myself or having people undermine me or have to be apologized for.
What? No, you shouldn't have to ball it up. Just let it out. Like, I mean, I can only speak for myself here, but I mean, just bottling everything up is just, the pain, the ass. It's just better to let it out. Otherwise, you just kind of find yourself in a rut. And I don't know. It's just, why bottle it up just because of some jerks?
Alexander, I am in the public eye quite a bit. I don't have any siblings. I'm the only heir. I have a reputation to keep. And that cannot be ruined by me getting too passionate or sad or angry and turning into a small swan.
Right. A reputation. I mean, one could say it's because of that you would. I mean, if your reputation as a princess or whatever is supposed to be you being uppity, I mean, but you keeping it balled in and not doing anything about it, I mean, you kind of garner a reputation of kind of being a bit of a pushover. Sorry to say,
I'm not a pushover, Alexander.
No.
Yes. I'm just trying to be kind.
I mean, there's a fine line between kindness and being, walked around. I honestly, I shouldn't have laughed. It was an asshole move. But, I mean, you should have just yelled at me for that. It wasn't.
What?
It wasn't right. It wasn't nice. You should have just go fuck myself, honestly.
No, Alexander, I'm not going to do that.
I mean, but why not? I was in this instance, I was disrespectful. I was rude, and like you said, you're royalty, right? So me, some nobody, being rude to a princess. I mean, that's, you should be wringing my neck for that one. Should be, upset, angry that how dare this, commoner laugh at my swan, or it.
Who does he think I am?
I was raised to be kind and patient, and I strive to be both of those things.
Kindness is one thing. Sticking up for yourself is another. You know what? Fuck it. Get up.
What?
Get up.
All right.
I want you to yell at me.
Excuse me?
I want you to yell at me, or hit me, or kick me. Just get angry.
No. Alexandra, I'm not going to do that.
Why not? You have plenty of reasons too.
No. I don't. I shouldn't yell. Not at you or anyone.
To hell what you shouldn't do. If people look down or speak poorly of you, you have every right to defend yourself.
Defend myself. How? By getting into a physical fight with anyone who breathes wrong near me? I'm not you, Alexander. I can't do that.
Exactly. You're not. But you can be better than me. I've had to fight my whole life to defend myself. But you don't have to do that. You just talk to people, and that usually is enough.
You're right. I've never had to defend myself in a physical fight, but talking only goes so far in a room full of nobles who couldn't care less. A princess may have power, but there are people above me, and people I'm trained not to upset.
Alright, so the nobles above you couldn't care less? So fuck those guys. You don't matter to them and they don't matter to you, so fuck them. But people like me, who are below you, why do they get away with it?
The people above me do matter. They matter in a political sense. I'm a political piece, Alexander, and what I say to other nobles could ruin everything for my parents.
And so what? Is giving up your own confidence and self-worth really worth it? Would they want that for you?
They don't know. Anything said to me or about me is behind their backs. I keep it to protect invaluable connections, and you are certainly one to talk about self-worth. The way you've spoken so far has me convinced you don't think very highly of yourself either.
You're right. I don't. Being treated like shit my entire life led me to believe that. But you don't have to go through that. You are capable of standing up for yourself in a way I never could. You don't deserve to have people treat you poorly, look down on you just because you turned into a swan.
I cannot restate this enough. Because of my position, it's always imperative I'm on my best behavior. With suitors or royal associates, traders, or even villagers. I'm not going to start demanding apologies or insisting silence. I'm not a dictator, nor is my family. The best option is to keep it a secret.
I'm not telling you to ask for apologies. Just stick up for yourself and speak back when people look down on you. Look how you're arguing with me right now. I know you're capable of doing it. Not to mention a swan is one of the most beautiful creatures out there. So why view it as a bad thing?
Because even being a swan is something I fail at. I'm flightless as a swan. My wings aren't strong enough to actually carry me. When it came to my mother, the curse was a blessing in disguise. In my case, it's nothing more than what it sounds like. A curse.
It's only a curse if you let it be. Take it from me. I make pretty poor excuse for a wolf, but I don't view it as a curse, despite how I'm treated. So you shouldn't have to as well.
You yourself said at fencing that losing your wolf traits would be a blessing. You don't deem that as a curse, yet you'd be rid of it the moment you had the chance.
If being a wolf wasn't such a problem, I'd gladly keep it. I'm not ashamed of it, but I know it'd be easier without it. You, on the other hand, are a swan. Nobody's attacking you for that. Plus, it's easier to defend and talk back for than a wolf. So I say again, Annika, get mad, get angry. I left at your swan form earlier, so do something about it. Let it all out.
Why? What do you gain from that?
It's not about what I gain, it's about what you do. There's nothing wrong with asserting and standing up for yourself. I don't want you to get trampled on.
Alexander, move.
Oh, and if I don't, are you going to do something about it?
I will ask again. Kindly, please step aside.
Make me.
Fine, since you are so insistent. Levuc once again brushed off our rehearsal for an afternoon of oogling at his wife, completely disregarding our time limit. Out of 2, the only event I've been able to win was the first, and that was entirely thanks to the fact Varlet wore a full suit of armor. I've gotten hurt twice, embarrassing myself thoroughly through both the second game and fencing. I'm awake now, with only 4 hours of sleep. I haven't eaten properly since noon. I somehow managed to break the block in my shoes.
See, now...
And you, Alexander Wolf, are the most frustratingly fascinating and cynically driven man I have ever come to know. Drinking until you fall into what could only be described as a coma, then waking up with a hangover that would likely kill a mortal man. Putting down and insulting everyone with a title, and even those without any. You yourself admitted that Ren wasn't a threat, and yet you still continued to degrade her, picking altercations with anyone that could possibly speak ill of you. You've explained your reasonings, of course, but that is no excuse to ruin yourself until all choices are out of your hands. Thinking of people so pessimistically is a wonderful way to push away anyone who actually does wish you kindness.
Don't. Keep your eyes on me. The moment you look away is the moment they win. Stand your ground. We've come this far.
And what does this prove? Alexander, look at me. You cannot tell me that if we argued while I looked like this, you would be able to take a single thing I said seriously.
I might not, but the fact that you're still looking at me, not shying away, it's a good start. That even when you're like this, you don't falter. Still showing you're in control, despite the inconvenience. The point is to stand and hold yourself up high, no matter how you look.
Right. The inconvenience. You know, I have a feeling that if we were to switch abilities, you would be saying the same thing. You would likely have even less use for a swan like this. At least a wolf is useful.
It's scaring children, maybe. But if I could turn into a swan like you, I'd flock that shit easily. To look like something so gentle and unfrightening, that'd be a breath of fresh air. I'd be proud. And so should you.
You tell me to be proud. Do you offer yourself the same courtesy, or is that just for me?
I have nothing to be proud of. You, on the other hand, do. You're a kind princess that can turn into a swan. You should be proud of that, and stand up for yourself to those who try to ridicule you for it.
I find that hard to believe. But I do appreciate the confidence, nonetheless. I enjoy being royalty, but using my title is not something I particularly like.
How can you enjoy being a royal but not like using the title? Don't the two pair?
I enjoy the parties, the politics, the opportunities I'm granted, but when it comes to enforcing my title, or it's going to sound so odd. I don't believe I'm a very good one. That's all. Being royalty is a lot of hard work. I do my best to follow my examples.
I wouldn't say that. You're a pretty alright royal in my book. Just gotta use that title of yours more so in defense.
That's quite the compliment coming from you.
Just stating what I believe. So how long until...
So, shall we get back to it?
Right. Yeah. Did she just? She did. Why did she? After all that? What should I do? I'll wake her up and make things weird. Calm down, Alexander. Let's just gently move her to lay on the couch. I can always just move to the one across from us to finish reading and then clean up afterwards. Should probably make sure she's a bit more comfortable. Least I can do after the headache I put her through. There you go. She looks so peaceful. Has she always been... Stop. She's a princess. There's no way. And done. Well, that was a interesting chapter. This is actually, well, not a bad book. Crazy. Huh?
What am I...
Hey, Annika.
What am I wearing?
No, just my jacket. Thought you, could, be a bit more comfortable. Considering, you kind of just fell asleep, so I thought I'd just, put it on you as like a blanket to try and keep you a little bit more comfortable. Kind of passed out after that entire, push, so
Right.
thought I'd just let you rest and all that.
Thank you. I appreciate that. Here, I'll give you your jacket back.
Thanks.
Yeah. I see you cleaned up.
Yeah, I thought it was the least I could do after, well, again, just pushing you a bit. So, no biggie.
Did you finish reading?
Yeah, I actually got through 2 chapters while you're
That's wonderful. I'm so proud of you.
Yeah, thanks.
I do believe it's getting quite late. You
okay.
said your quarters are down the stairs, so I will leave you to it. Have a good night, Alexander.
Yeah, you too.
Yep.
Yeah.
Did you see that?
I saw something.
Ebony, do you think...
I don't know, Ani.
What else could it be? He's never been so gentle before.
Of course he was. You fell asleep on him. Obviously, he'd be careful not to startle you. You're an awfully light sleeper.
I think I might like him. Is that bad?
No, Ani, it's not bad. Just unexpected is all.
Oh?
Well, I mean, you don't actually believe he feels the same, do you?
Right.
I'm not saying it's a bad thing. All I want is to protect you, and a woman like you, poised and proper. With a man like that, I don't know. He doesn't seem like he'd be a good match, that's all.
No, I understand understand. I suppose I shouldn't have gotten ahead of myself. He likely just appreciates the tutoring. I can't imagine it would go any deeper than that.
Get comfortable and get some sleep. I think you need it.
Mm-hmm.
How was the rest of your day?
Fine. I think. Well, I'm not sure.
Why?
All I've done here is embarrass myself. Maybe you were right.
I always am. You've met people and have had new experiences. That's something important, no?
Mm-hmm. Though, I think my expectations for this were too high. Alexander is correct. I know he is, but there's something about it I just can't believe.
What? The standing up for yourself? You shouldn't have told him in the first place.
I know. I just hope he keeps his word.